your nib's too slow and your ink won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to help you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
How's it going?
Right.
How's it going?
Good. You?
I'm alive.
That's good.
Well, what'd the birthday girl get yesterday? Nothing?
A smack on the butt.
I saw that look.
Woo! Okay. I'm not in that one. No, can't touch that. No.
I got her some flowers and we went out to eat. We got a carry out for dinner and stuff and just came home and stuff like that.
What'd y'all eat? Oh, here we go.
What did we have?
Maya's here.
We had Chinese.
Ah. Your memory's as good as mine now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are y'all doing Christmas Eve?
Working
She's got to work.
Really?
What do you do?
7:30 to 5.
Frank asked, what do you do?
Oh, I'm a medical assistant at a doctor's office.
At least you get off at 5.
Yeah.
We'll probably just stay home Christmas Eve, just us.
Yeah. Same
And
here.
if you do the Zoom or something like that, then we'll
Yeah.
Zoom.
It just depends how many people are going to be wanting to do it.
Right.
Yeah. Is Maya on already?
She is. She's
Maya!
getting herself sorted out.
Can she hear us? Maya. I guess she can't hear us, can she?
I think she can hear us. I don't know if she has her mic on, but
No,
she's,
she can't. She doesn't have her mic on.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Ah, there it is.
I am so tired. What the hell are you going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I couldn't
Idiot.
sleep.
Idiot.
I couldn't sleep. Ever since I got, since I retired because of, my fingers, it's like my sleep is all messed up. And I used to be in bed every night about 8, 9 o'clock. I would go straight to bed. Now I can't fall asleep anymore.
What you need to do is put your damn hand on a table with the bad hand fingers.
Yeah.
And get a butcher knife, just cut the sucker off. Bam! Done with it.
See, I'm down to this.
There you go. You don't have to worry about all that. Oh, you know what? Oh, you can be Freddy Cougar.
There we go.
Larry.
See, people
Oh,
think
I forgot we're recording this.
people think this happened at work, but this, my wife did this to me. I didn't take out the garbage on time.
Oh!
And smashed my fingers.
The wife did that. Hi, Maya. Hello. How you doing over there? That's how she's doing.
Yeah, I'm just getting myself sorted. I've had to come to another room.
What time is it over there?
It is 7-ish.
Ah! Dan! Ah! I need a tranquilizer.
He's got a bow tie on.
Well, look at there, bow tie. Yes.
Top of the morning, middle of the afternoon.
So, is everybody ready for Christmas? Let's see. Frank's not. He doesn't have a tree up. We have our tree up.
We don't have one.
Oh.
You have one, Maya?
No.
Yeah.
Got some light. They're not on or even.
We have a tree, a tall tree.
Have a tree up?
We got
very
cats.
nice
We're not
tree.
allowed to have a tree. Our cats like to go up in there and go and just, you can't find them. They
That's
go
all
up in
right.
there, crawl in the tree.
I've done that before. Doesn't bother us. They like
You
going
got
in
cats,
there.
Larry? You
Huh?
got cats too? You have a
Yeah,
cat too?
yeah, we've got cats and dogs. Yeah. We found them. They're abandoned. Oh, look, she's a Christmas tree.
I am in the festive mood, though.
On my
Look at
stars, look.
Maybe that's why we don't have a tree up yet.
Who needs
You're a
one?
mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
Oh,
Well, decorating, she's just decorating all up. And
There
you
you
guys
go.
haven't done nothing. And Dan, the man, who knows what he's done?
Yeah.
what about what?
Get a tree up, y'all.
Well, my wife does it, and she does a really good job. You know, when we were first married, I didn't want fake trees. I was against them. It was like communism, you know, I mean, to have a fake tree. But after I've got myself stuck by the dried needles a bunch of times and all that stuff, I finally gave in, and it's nice to have one that you can just pop together, and it looks good too.
Yeah,
The
we had
last
to
time I
break
had a
down-
real tree was sometime around 1968.
Yeah, we had a live tree last year and it died in the middle of the season. And as we were taking off the lights and ornaments, every single needle fell off on the floor.
Oh, wow.
They're hard on vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
So we just thought the whole thing had a stand with it. And just that was it. Just
You had a Charlie Brown tree.
That's
was
pretty
it.
much it. Yeah.
that was it. So today we're going to be talking about winners, and you're not one of them. No, you didn't get picked.
Be nice.
I didn't
about
pick
me?
it. I don't pick the winners.
What about me?
Hey, Will. Huh?
Hey guys, howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy.
Hello, hello.
So, Will, you got your tree up?
I will.
Hey, how you doing, Dan?
How you doing?
Sounds like
Wrong
Craig,
one.
Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Ryan,
good.
everybody doing all right?
So far. Hey, Will, you sound just like Craig Williams. Doesn't he? Listen to him. Sound just like
It
Craig.
does.
Doggone it. Are you brothers or something?
Hell, maybe.
Dang. Don't get me started because we're recording or I go crazy, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to be nice.
Don't push any buttons.
Yeah. No, but no, I'm going to try to stay calm, low key.
Show us what that looks like. That thing that you always push. What is that?
What?
The when you
The
hit
minion.
or
Oh,
something.
your
Oh.
minion.
What's it look like? What is it?
The babble
Oh, I
button.
see. They're those little minion thingies.
Yep.
That's good. Good.
So that's what that is. So, okay, who can guess what kind of pin this is?
My volume went off.
Gotta be. Then it's got to be a Jinhao.
Is a Jinhao that looks like a
Lamy.
A knockoff Lamy. The color's wild. What is that color? Is that?
It's kind of a what? Pinkish silver?
Oh, it's
Can you hear me
it
okay?
goes from pink to almost a green.
Can
kind
you
of a
hear me? I've
fluorescent
lost my
look.
volume.
Yes,
That's
we can hear
green?
you, Dan.
I thought
wait,
that's silver.
Let me see.
Don't look green to me.
Oh, it was reflecting your shirt. Yeah, it's more silver.
Yeah, colorblind over here. Yeah, it's a Jinhao. It's a $5.99. The only reason why I got both of them because these are the newest colors. So I said, cool, I'll get it. Why not? They're only $895 each, so why not?
Oh, that ain't bad.
No, that's a deal, isn't it?
Yeah, they're cheaper by the dozen, Larry.
Yeah, baby, all the way. Yeah. Whoa. Well, okay, so I guess the people that are not going to be here anyway. So let's go ahead and announce the winners right now. What do you say?
Yeah, do it.
You can announce that one. I'll announce it. Okay. Now, on the previous live stream, we had whenever that was. I told people to, if they want to get into a drawing of a pen, whatever pen I choose to give, they're welcome to it, and they did. So the winners of them are only what's been one, but I went 4. So Angela Greenhill and Jesse Holloway.
Jackie O'Sullivan and Charles Ramirez.
So if you guys happen to hear this, get in touch with me at my Gmail address, and I'll get this mailed out to you all Monday, I hope. I hope.
That'd be tomorrow.
I know. I'll pack it up tonight. Or I'll have James pack it up for me.
Okay.
Hey, James, show everybody your fingers, man. They're like cool.
Peace, dude.
Yeah. I can't even do peace.
That's like Freddy Cougar, man. Will, that's like
Yeah,
Freddy
they got
Cougar.
They
I
got them
think that's
curved that
an
way now. I can't get them. They won't ever be straight again. They'll always be like that.
I think that's an obscenity in England, isn't it?
Yeah, that
It means live long and prosper.
I see Maya shaking her head yes.
Sorry, Maya.
Live long and prosper.
I wish I could do that.
Hey, Maya, do they have a McDonald's where you live?
Yes, they do.
What do
One
they
of my
call
pen
it?
pals,
What do
one
they
of my
call
pen
it?
pals, not here, up in near a place called Alnwick, which is in northern England.
Oh,
Alnwick have got a castle, and that was used in the outside was used in the Harry Potter films.
oh. Which one? Which film?
No idea. So I haven't actually read or even seen any of the films.
What's the weather your way, Mia?
Wet and windy. Some parts of the UK, they've had so much rain. They had a month's worth overnight. So there's been quite a bit of flooding, landslides. Eden Project has had to close its doors in Cornwall because of the flooding. So it's wet.
Maya, are you guys kind of shut down too because of the COVID?
Yes, we went down with very short notice at midnight. So yeah, but there's literally no notice given. We were told, okay, so the Christmas period we were going to be able to, if you wanted to, meet up with 2 or 3 other households.
Right.
We go into lockdown on the 28th, but that lockdown has been brought forward suddenly to earlier this morning, and other parts of the country, some have relaxed their rules a little bit, except for Christmas, for these bubbles, just a Christmas day now. But other areas, say London, has this mutated virus has spread there quite badly as well. They're in tier 4. So yeah, there's different rules for different areas of the country, and it's confusing sometimes. You don't know where you are even. But,
Yeah. It's worldwide, no doubt about it. It's everywhere. So
You have to use both.
yeah. Same here. Everybody's hunkered down.
Yeah.
Or at least I am.
I mean, it's not really affecting us that much, apart from, well, we don't. It's a good job we've got the internet, because otherwise, I think without the internet, I think it'll be very long.
Right.
Do a lot of other things. So, I mean,
Yep.
I'm
Mia?
sorry about computer skills to actually get online. And I mean, even a phone call is. I mean, a lot of people here have actually turned down the landlines in the house phones and
I'm
gone.
gonna do it.
Maya? Is it Maya or Mia?
Higher
Maya. You live in Northern England,
in North Wales.
North Wales. Okay. May I ask you a question? I've never been there before. Are the houses like touching each other, or are they like individual houses? Are they like flats and that sort of thing?
There's some flats. There's also terraced housing, and there's semi-detached housing, and there's detached housing. There's all sorts, bungalows. I mean, Carmen doesn't really have high rise. I mean, I don't even know where the nearest escalator is. You know, the highest building maybe about 4 or 5 floors high. That sort of, I mean, not very.
What do you live? What kind of structure do you live in?
A semi-detached house.
A detached house. Okay.
Semi.
Yeah.
So we.
Good.
Hey, is the rent very high over there?
It varies where you are. I mean, some places charge. I mean, London is extortionate. I mean, even some people. I mean, they struggle with, say, most of their salary goes on the rent, and that really is. I mean, but London is London. Outside, I don't know, because I mean, it varies where you are and whether you've got a train station, of course, and you can commute in and out. And I mean, prices of where we are, we've got what they call a second homes issue, where people buy holiday homes. So you're pricing out the locals. I mean, we've got quite a rural area here. We've got farming. Wales is full of sheep. I mean, it's a very sort of poor area that way. I mean, you're looking at sort of farming, and I mean, there was a slate industry. South Wales, you had the coal mines and that. So, and you had steel works, and even those have started to. There's not. I don't think there's much left of the steel industry. So it is kind of a depressing place for that sort of work. Finance is all in London, and all the rest of London just takes so much. But with internet access, and we were actually lucky, we were one of the first to get sort of the faster broadband for some reason, and it does make a difference. And I suppose that's also fueling the second home market, because then they can escape to the countryside and work from home.
Oh, that's nice.
Mobile phone signal, because it is very patchy.
Sounds like Frank, work from home.
Yeah.
Hey, so hey, are y'all going to be taking that first round of shots coming out?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure with me, because they say if you're allergic to some medication, if you're a person that's allergic to medications, like I'm allergic to Motrin and iodine and stuff like that. If you're allergic to certain things, they're afraid that those people, if you take that shot, you might have a reaction to it. And I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to take it. But then, like, Rhonda's got to take it. You know, my sister works at a hospital. She's taking it next week and everything. So
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till Larry takes it to see if he drops over dead or not.
You know what's going to happen? His hair's going to grow.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a bad sign.
Eat your heart out.
If Mr. Announcer sends me a message and tells me Larry's gone, I'm not taking the shot.
That'd be a good sign. Very good sign.
I'm a teacher, and they're trying to get us to be one of the first ones to take it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they're saying that people already, let's see, throughout the U.S., 7 or 8, I don't know how many have already had reactions to it already. Did y'all hear about that?
I've heard they're minimal.
Well, minimal, animal, don't matter to me.
I heard the one lady passed out live on TV.
Yeah.
So, or are you going to wait for that other one to come out? The first one is 2 shots, isn't that right?
Yeah.
And then the second one is coming out as 1 shot.
Right.
I think the second one's coming out is by that company Medina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So, Frank, what are you going to take? Medina or Cadena?
I'm going to just kind of hang around and wait, because if they say we're going to go back to the office and we have to take it, then I might, but I'm socially distancing and I don't see a need for it right away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the UK, they've got a priority list of who takes, who's priority for the vaccines, and I think we're very low down.
Here, we wouldn't get ours till next year, sometime, February, March, April, somewhere in there.
So I'm guessing, Larry, you're probably higher than others on this call. I don't know. I mean, with your your various issues, I think you're higher on priority than others.
Oh, well, that's a bummer, because I'm going to wait still.
I mean, one of my pen pals, she works in a care home.
I was hoping you didn't. I was hoping you didn't catch that one, but you already blew it. But I'm still going to wait because I want to watch other people get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you go get yours, and we'll watch you do it.
I'm kind of with Frank. I'm going to hang a while. I'm hunkered down. I live in a rural area, and I'm not exposed like people in metropolitan areas that, like New York or even downtown Houston. I'm not around people unless I just go to the grocery store, and then I wear my mask. So I'm just going to hunker down, and I got a few, I guess what you'd call existing health problems. So I don't know. I think there's people that need it a lot worse than I do at this point in time, especially people I think in assisted living. Where people are kind of in close quarters. I think that would probably be an ideal situation for the vaccination, is those type folks,
Well,
that
I'm
probably have a lot more chronic problems than I do. So I'm going to sit back and coast, and if my physician happens to send me a message or something saying they're available, I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll go by what my doctor says also, but I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, that's me.
My luck, I'll get it. He's dead. Think about funeral. That dude's gone. And Dan said, I tried to tell that dude to get that shot, but he wouldn't do it, Dan said. Yep, so what the heck?
Larry, before you get the shot, do me a favor, would you? Either adopt me or put a codicil in your will and remember me.
Yeah.
Before you get the shot. Okay?
I hear you.
All right.
I hear you. And they all hear me.
What kind of it doesn't really bother me or I'm concerned about is, will they make this thing mandatory?
No. They're not going to make it mandatory, that I heard last. They want everybody to take, but they're not going to make it take it. Yeah. But the ones that don't take it, I forgot what they said. You won't be able to do this or that, or I forgot how they're going to do that.
Well, I noticed too that the people that are getting a
card.
A card.
Yeah, so they can show.
Well, that's kind of disconcerting to me. I mean, why do you? Hell, nobody gave me a card when I got a
vaccine,
polio vaccine or something when I was a kid. Why do I need a card showing I've had a COVID? I don't know. That's just kind of disconcerting to me. I don't know. That's just me, I guess. Maybe I'm paranoid. Shit, who knows?
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe they're.
Maya, go ahead. You've been trying to.
A yellow fever vaccination, and they give you a certificate to say that you've had your yellow fever vaccination. We went to Kenya. It was valid for 10 years, the vaccination, I reckon. So, I mean, that's now expired, but it goes in with your transport. So when you travel that way, and that was, I mean, we had the various vaccinations for those. I mean, we took prophylactics for malaria. It was actually for a wedding. We went out there to, my husband's friend was getting married out there, but he was a teacher out in there doing sort of VSO work. And one day he forgot to take the tablets. So of course he caught malaria. But,
all right, bye.
But yes, I mean, we're very low down on the list for the vaccine. If it gets to us, it'll probably be well into next year, probably even spring or summer. I know some people don't like the actual injections. A few years ago, the nasal vaccination for the flu, but he didn't take it, but some of the other children in his school did, and they became quite ill. It's a nasal vaccine. whatever that. But yeah, I mean, my mother says she won't have it. She doesn't have the flu jab because she just doesn't like needles at all. I mean,
She's kind of set in her ways, huh?
I mean, it's not the actual vaccine. It's a delivery method.
Yeah.
I mean, a friend of mine, he was in the army as a medic, as a nurse. I mean, it's
Go ahead.
a lot of jabs to people in their backsides because you don't see it. So, I mean, if it's in your arm, you're sort of trying to look away, but you catch it out the corner of your eye. And so, I mean, if they can give it in the backside, maybe.
I used to give shots when I was in the Navy.
Rhonda, since you work for a doctor's office, when are y'all going to get yours?
They're talking about here soon. They're not going to make it mandatory right now, but they're talking here soon. It's already arrived. So I got patients already asking, hey, I'm like, we haven't given the green light yet to go ahead and do things yet.
So see, when I heard last that doctor's office and pharmacies were not going to give the shot, then I heard that pharmacies were going to give the shot, like Walgreens and CVS. Now they're saying doctor's offices are going to give them too.
They're talking about it.
Who knows who's going to give it?
Yeah, because I heard the hospitals were the only ones that were going to give it because they said they need them to be really cold or stored, stored in a real good area. And that's what I heard, that you would only be able to go to. Now they're changing it again.
Yeah. So,
Maya brought up a really good point that I didn't think of about that card. They give you a card showing you. Maya brought up a point for international travel. Mm-hmm. That may be something if you were traveling out of the country that they may want to see. And I could go, that's reasonable. And I didn't even think of that. Thank you, Maya, for bringing that up.
Or even in the U.S.
If you're going to be traveling internationally, then I can kind of see where, they want, especially when you go through customs of another country, where, they'd want to see that you've had that shot. I can see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with Will. Will, what are your plans for Christmas?
Right now, I have none. I'm hanging out at the house. My daughter and her husband and my grandson, they're all kind of hunkered down, and we're kind of distancing ourselves from each other and not doing a lot of traveling. Everybody's just kind of, staying home this year. So it's just going to be me hanging at the house. I'll probably cook something up, maybe a little rib roast or something like that, and celebrate that way.
How about you, Mia? Maya.
We don't know what we're having for dinner yet. We've got a nice joint of beef, but whether we'll have it for Christmas Day or whether we'll try and get a turkey in, I don't know. But I mean, we'll just be the four of us: my mother, my husband, and my son. So usually we'd go all out on a nice Christmas dinner at home, turkey with all the trimmings, stuffing wrapped with bacon and things, and we get that from a proper butcher's, the turkey, and order it. But I mean, not knowing exactly what's happening in general, and just haven't got around to proper planning, so we'll just treat it as more or less a normal day. We haven't done presents really, although I've got a couple of little silly things in online, a book and a couple of magazines. So I'll wrap those up. But yeah, and we'll probably play a few games. We've got some board games we can play and that. But it's just going to feel like a normal day, as it were, apart from not really going out. Boxing Day would be a walk usually. But I don't think that's going to be feasible, depending on the weather anyway.
Okay. How about you guys, Rhonda? What are y'all going to do?
I work Christmas Eve all day. Friday, we'll probably just do a little small get together with my mom and stepdad and brother and stuff like that. And then Saturday, we're probably going to go to his brother's and spend the day. And that's pretty much.
That's it.
I got to be
Dan.
careful to go around him because, you know, when he had that heart attack, you know, he had that bad heart attack last year, and he can't have anybody really, you know, we got to really mask up around it, you know, and stuff like that because of his immune system being down so much. So I don't like to go any place because then I usually take him to the doctor if he's got to go to the doctor and stuff. And I don't want to give, you know, have that chance of giving him something, you know.
Yeah. How about you, Dan?
Well, we split it. We're going to split it into two parts this year: Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And Christmas Eve, we're going to have just some little snacks, and going to have my father and my sister and her husband over, keeping them separate from another part of our family. And whether they come or not on Christmas Day depends on their health, how they feel and all that. So that's a little bit tentative for them. But it's definitely changed the way we've celebrated our Christmas this year. I mean, we used to go to like a movie we'd have a huge Christmas Eve with exchanging of guests, family from all great distances, and huge snacks of every possible thing you could think of. And then Christmas morning was the kids sort of thing. But we'd go to like a movie maybe on Christmas Day afternoon, or we'd go for a walk in a national park or a state park someplace. This year it's just going to be just a very minimal anything, you know.
Well, what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be the new norm, or do you think that next year or the year after we'll go back to what it used to be last year? Or what do you guys think about that? Or do you think mask is the new norm that from here on out? Or
I think I'm thinking for at least a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll go back to normal, but it's going to take a while before it does.
And
what'd you say, Ron?
I said right now, I think for a couple weeks, a year or so, or maybe it'll go back to normal, but it's just going to take a few years to get all the kinks and everything worked out. But I think eventually it'll go back to normal.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that it'll go back to normal like everybody else sooner than later.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
Dave. Larry might be right. It may be a while, you know, that we live with this, but I'm honestly, I don't see how our society can stand. Our restaurants are dropping off like flies, you know.
Well, I mean, the numbers here for the virus, man, are like big numbers here in Tarrant County. I mean, they broke 2,000 the other day, and they're anywhere from 15 to 2,000 every other day. They're just high numbers in Tarrant County alone.
What's the population? What's your population?
I don't remember his, but he'll look it up. Houston's even worse. Houston's hitting 2,000 to 3,000 new cases. So this is just Texas now. So you guys, wherever you're at, I'm sure the numbers are big out there as well. So
not where we are.
You know, if you think it's going to go away next year, I'm going to say, I bet you $1,000 you're wrong. It's not going to go away next year.
No.
I'm thinking 2 years, maybe 2 years. And it all depends on the virus itself. Because
we have 2.1 million.
Wow, that is huge.
Because now they're saying that the virus has remuted to a different form or something. So that was news as well. And then there was a Chinese doctor a while back that was saying that was just the first wave. The second wave is yet to come. And when it comes, it's going to be worse than the first wave. And she's no longer on YouTube. They took her down, the Chinese government. Hello! Come see you on that one, baby. Shoes next. So anyway, so
that's like Michigan here. It's bad here in Michigan. In fact, the other day, our sheriff, the head of our sheriff department, the police department, he died from it. He was, he went in. He went into the hospital not feeling good. 2 days later, they put him on a ventilator, and he was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of people here in Michigan. It's been
Yeah.
It's been rough around here. And then they say the numbers and stuff, you know. But I've gone with Rhonda shopping and stuff, and people still aren't listening. You know, like Larry says, wash your hands.
Yeah.
You got people holding the cart and they're eating something in their mouth, and they're putting their, you know, as they're walking through the supermarket at Walmart, they're opening up, I'm just saying, a bag of chips, and the kids are eating it, and they got their hands all over the cart. You don't know if that's been washed or wiped down or nothing. Nope. And they're not wearing a mask, and none of the kids got masks on.
I mean, they're saying here it's if you're asymptomatic, I mean, you don't know if you've actually got the virus, and you can have no symptoms, but you still have the virus and you're spreading it.
Right.
That in some areas are doing total mass testing just to catch who's got the virus. Because
Well, they're doing it here, over here in Fort Worth on Alta Mesa. They have a big thing of it. People been going to that. So, you know, if you get tested, let's say you guys get tested Monday and it comes out negative. Well, that's cool. But then what about 5 or 7 days later if you get exposed to it down the road? So just because you come out negative one time doesn't mean you're going to be, you know, negative all the time. So do y'all believe there's a virus? I know I've been told there's no virus.
I believe there's.
I've been told
I've
that.
been tested now with my surgery. With my surgeries and stuff, I've had 6 tests already. I've been tested for COVID 6 times. I could bring my own kit and take my own test now. I take as many times as I had it. But I've had it. I've had it in my nose. I've had it up my nose, and they do another one now because they were running out. They do it down your throat. Yeah. Yeah. But I walk in there, and the guy looks at me. He goes, "You're back again?" I says, "Well, can you use the test from the last time, or you got to?" You know, it's the same thing. Here we go, Jim. We're doing it again. 6 times I've had it.
Well, I'll let Frank do mine.
Okay, then.
Are you in the medical profession, Frank?
No.
No, he is now.
I've got a degree in electronics, and I work in resource management now. So.
Yeah, I used to be in the medical profession years ago.
Mr. Announcer can do the test.
Forget him. He already gives me some shots in my stomach. And they hurt like heck.
That's what you said, yeah.
Are you rabbit or something?
I am rabbit.
That explains it.
I've seen him when he's missed his shots and he's foaming at the mouth. It's not pretty.
He looks at a glass of water and he starts foaming at the mouth.
So he's crazier than he is now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I spit up ink.
Bay State Blue.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't retired from school yet. I'm going as long as I can.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
You brought up the notorious Bay State Blue. I'm gonna show you a pen. Now this is a clear barrel eyedropper little Charlie pen that I've dedicated to Bay State Blue. And this barrel, this pen has been sitting upright like this, and the ink level is here. So you can see that this much of it is stained Bay State Blue.
How long's it had that ink in there?
3 years?
No. 2 weeks.
Oh.
Okay, so let me tell you how I take care of mine. I put bleach in a little bit of water, and I let it sit. Sometimes I have to let it sit overnight or maybe 2 overnights to clear it up.
Oh, and I'm not worried about it. That's why I got this little Charlie pen, was to dedicate it to Bay State Blue. But you can see that this clear part of the barrel is definitely stained, and it's been sitting just like this for 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid if I take off the cap now, I'll have a cap full of ink because I got an eyedropper filled. But it's definitely, oh, well, here. Hang on, I got another Charlie pen. I'll hold it beside it. You can see this Charlie pen is a clear barrel. And the one with Bay State Blue is
Bay State Blue.
Yeah.
is Bay State Blue. Exactly. So it went from this to this. So
I like that Bay State blue color being better.
oh, I love it. Yeah.
Great.
And it's a good bulletproof ink for doing envelopes, writing checks. I like that, and Polar Black as far as Noodler's bulletproof ink goes. But
Good to have a dedicated pen for it.
oh, absolutely. That way I have no worries.
Yeah, when I use Bay State blue, I usually have 3 to 5 dedicated pens that I like using for that ink only.
Yeah.
I don't use it in piston fillers, bag fillers, nothing like that.
I was going to say on your Esterbrook's, I'm guessing you don't put Bay State Blue in your Esterbrook's.
No, I don't.
No. And I really even kind of hesitated putting Noodlers in them, but
Now, see,
you know,
I've got a.
my Esterbrook's, if anything with a sack in it that I put ink in, I'm very diligent about keeping them. You know, I'm not going to let ink sit in that pen for over a week, and then I'm cleaning it. I'm flushing it.
Yeah.
So my pens with sacks in them, I tend to do a little more diligently cleaning on them than I do my other pens with, say, converters or piston fillers. You know.
I have to work on this one. This is a Marlin 70s. It's got the gold nib on it. Beautiful pen, beautiful writer. And for some reason, I cannot unscrew it. It's been cleaned out. I don't know why it's doing that. So we got some pliers for it, but the pliers aren't big enough to do anything for it with the rubber end. So I'm going to try to put it with the hair dryer, heat it up some. Already tried hot water and that didn't do it. So I'm going to try it with the blow dryer.
You said that was a Marlin? I thought it looked like a Regatta.
Now this is a Marlin here.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Yeah, this is Marlin.
So it's got the like the tortoise shell or the
This has the gold
pigments.
nib on it.
Okay.
Well, Frank, what do you got there? Is that a Monte Grappa? Is
Yeah, it's a Regatta.
Monte Grappa?
Yep.
Okay.
That's Monteverde.
Monteverde, yeah. Monteverde.
Okay.
And it's got the carbon section here, and it's got the like the fire burned sections in the other color.
Kind of the
And it's got a
flame.
dark nib on it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
You got the newer model, I think. So, is anybody going to get pens for Christmas?
What you
I
get,
don't know,
Frank?
Larry, you sending anybody any pens? Santa Larry gonna send out pens?
These are cool colors here. I like these a lot.
I ordered 2 pens from Frank Xavier. One is that Opus 88 that looks like a flower vase when it's standing on end.
Yeah.
And then the other is a mocha pen. Its shape is reminiscent. It's inspired by the mocha pot, the aluminum Italian coffee pot by Bioletti. I looked at it when it was in the Dallas Pen Show last year, I think, maybe year before. I've seen it a couple of times, and I just kind of like put off by the price a little bit. And I've heard it's not just the best pen, but I'm really into coffee, and I've got a collection of mocha pots of various shapes and sizes. I'm getting another one for Christmas. And I just got it as more of a collector piece. I will ink it, I will use it, but it's more for the uniqueness of the shape.
So, Rhonda, do you use pens? Can't hear you.
He's got me hooked on pens.
That's a shock.
I just got me these 2 for my birthday.
Oh, okay.
They're Jinhao 301s.
Those are pretty. Let's see them again. Yeah, those are pretty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, and then I got me some of the Noodler's ink that
Pepto-Bismol.
Rachmaninoff.
Pepto-Bismol. Yeah, Frank, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I've got to ask a question. Okay. Larry, you're the expert on this. Okay, now
Is that on your front of your bottle?
is
I opened the cap yesterday.
Noodler's is Noodler's Ink safe? Is Noodler's Ink really safe? They have weird stuff about it.
Yes, I use it in my Mont Blancs, my pilots, all my high-end pens. Yes.
You do.
In my Visconti. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so I shouldn't be afraid to put it in my.
Do you want me to fill up my Mont Blanc in front of you to show you? I'm not scared to fill it up.
If you send it to me, I'll test it for you. If it doesn't work, I'm not sending it back. I won't burden you with it.
He'll clean it right away and put something else in there.
Yes, I'll take good care of it.
I did that test. I heard a lot of negatives on the big scare is the Bay State Blue, and I'm not. I don't know the person that's making the claims, but they showed their nibs, how it ruined their nibs. It ate up the nib.
It's really the feed, I think. The feed that's been eaten up.
Did you ever see that picture of the
Yeah.
nib? Yeah. So I did the whole unit nib and feed, and I did the review on that, and I let it sit for days, weeks, and months in Bay State Blue, baby, all the way. Didn't affect it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying it didn't happen to that person, but it didn't happen to me. So I don't use Bay State Blue, like I said, in any of my top pens. On my medium to low end pens, I would use them in my Lamies, All Stars, Safaris, Lux. I would use them. I'm not afraid to use Bay State Blue. I like Bay State Blue, but I'm just not going to use it in my high end pens because it does stain. It does stain
because of the stain,
and it's hard to get out.
Okay.
And, you can't clean it out of a Mont Blanc piston filler. You can forget it. You have to tear it down, the whole thing, and I don't have the tools to tear it down. So I'm not going to do that. Frank might, but not me.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to keep the noodlers mostly to the gin house or the less expensive pens. I'm not going to put it in my Esterbrook's. I'm not going to put it in any kind of vintage pen. I'm not going to put it in a more expensive pen.
Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah, I use a lot of different noodlers inks I like, yeah.
Okay. So is it just specific noodlers we got to be careful of? Or all noodlers?
Just that one we were talking about, the Bay State Blue, all I'm aware of. If anybody else says that otherwise, then that's on them. But I've been using it and nothing happens to my pen. So,
There are some people that say stay away from the boutique inks and stay with like the Quink and the Waterman and the name brands, the old brands. Then other people like Larry, they have no experience of problems. So I think it just kind of depends upon the level of risk someone's willing to take. If they haven't had any problems and they want to put in a more expensive pen, I mean, it's on them. But if they haven't had a problem, I guess they're counting on not having any problem, on the ongoing future.
Yeah.
What about this Ferris Wheel Ink? Is it?
Never heard of it.
You haven't heard of it?
No, I've heard of it. No.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
Ferris Wheel Ink. Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I'm not familiar with it.
Okay.
And now Mr. Announcer is going to get a bottle off the shelf, I think.
Something else.
That's the one that kind of looks like a ball, like a Christmas ornament. And it's got like this big brass nut on the top.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
We have a bottle of it. I don't know that we've used it extensively or left it in pens a great deal. Larry, I know that Chris Sains has done some reviews on it, and she's quite taken with it.
Yeah.
Some nice looking colors.
Yeah.
But are they that, when you put it on paper, what does that color look like when you put it on, actually?
I don't remember.
Because a lot of times that color changes. When my experience with inks, I can put it to paper, then all of a sudden I'm not going to have that same color, that rich, beautiful pop and color, just kind of big.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dan, what do you think is the difference between like Robert Oyster ink and Noodlers? I think Noodlers has, or from my understanding, and I may be wrong with this, but I think they maintain a certain pH level that is supposed to be safe for pens, and I'm sure Robert Oyster inks are the same way. I the high end pens like Frank talks about using the Quink ink and those type that are great inks, but I don't think that they're very color saturated.
Yes.
Like the Noodlers and the Robert Oysters, and I really don't think there's much difference between putting Robert Oyster ink in a pen or Noodler's ink. I think if you just maintain your pens and don't let ink sit in them, and rotate them and clean them regularly, I think you could probably put about any of those type inks in probably anything, but I won't put some of those inks in my sack pens or some of the piston fillers, or but I don't know. It's kind of a to each his own kind of thing, I guess. But it's like the shimmer inks.
Shimmer inks, they're okay. I have some. I use it once in a while. I used to really get into it. Then shimmer inks.
You think shimmer inks are kind of a flash in the pan now? You think they're kind of going
I mean, they're okay, but I use, like I said, every once in a while. And it's more difficult to clean out your pen when you use shimmer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's one thing. You get a soft toothbrush so you can clean out that feed good. So, and that's one reason I don't really get into it. That's number one. So, but back to Noodlers, there was a discussion years ago. There's a group, I don't remember all the details, it's been too long. They call them Noodlers haters. They don't like Noodlers inks, and they badmouth it. And it's been so long, I'm just putting pieces that I remembered. So I don't know why. Noodlers makes a good ink, affordable ink, and I use like that L. Lawrence in my Mont Blanc.
Yeah,
that's good ink.
Larry, I've got a link here from Independence about ink risks. You want me to go ahead and paste it in the chat here?
Yeah.
And people can take a look at it. So y'all can take a look at that. I've seen this before. I haven't looked at it for a while, so I'm not real familiar with it. It does show examples of both nibs and feeds being devoured by inks. And I think it talks about pH levels like you talked about and some other things. So you can take a look through that and see what your thoughts are on it.
Oh, real Frank, real quick. It was last year we were at the Dallas Pen Show, correct? When it, remember?
Yeah, we saw each other there.
Yeah, remember Tactical Turns? We got that pen. Remember?
Oh, the brass pen.
I don't remember. It was from Tactical Turn, if that's how you call their name.
Yeah, remember? Tactical Turn.
Yeah. Well, they make fountain pens, remember?
Yeah.
I was checking their website yesterday, and all they're doing is back to ballpoints.
Oh.
I didn't see any fountain pens anymore.
I guess if there's no market, or if without the pen shows, there might not be as much of a market. So.
Well, anyway, I got a message to him to try to get him on the show. Because I was supposed to go interview him last year, but I forgot. I got too busy. I couldn't make it, or something came up. So I'm waiting to hear from him.
Yeah. I don't know if you've had Chris Sains on the show before or not, but you might think about seeing if Chris wanted to get on.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Enough said.
Okay. So I don't know. Yeah, no, she's cool, but
about 5 minutes here.
Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes and we're done. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I I'm trying to get. Well, I already made one attempt to try to get the reviewers, people that do review pens, inks, and papers to come together, you know, and form a little group so we can help people, whatever they need, information. But that never happened. Nobody wanted to do it. You know, pen reviewers or any kind of reviewers can they can be cliquish. If you're not into this, then you're not into this group. And I know that for a fact. So I don't blend in with a lot of other reviewers because I'm just not, I don't have that certain taste. I'm too wild, crazy, and
quirky. You're quirky.
You know what? I don't give a rat's buns about it, but I am what I am, and I'm not going to change for anybody. You know, you either dig me or you don't. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. You know, but my goal is try to help people, and I've done that many times, and I'll continue to do that. I've given over 500 now pens to people. So, like I said, it reminds me of when I was in school. Little groups or cliques. You couldn't be in that group because you don't like this. You can't be in that group because you ain't cool. You know, but I've even had emails from viewers saying that, I'm not gonna mention names, that they thought this person was a snob, that person was a snob, blah, blah, blah. Wow. So that was kind of interesting. And they even talked about Frank. No, I'm kidding you, Frank. Frank don't care either. Hey, look at
Okay.
Frank don't care. God, come on, Frank.
They can have their opinion.
Oh, here we go. There goes some eyes. All right. Well, is it getting that close to time? So what are y'all doing today? Anything special? We got to go to Walmart grocery shopping.
Enjoy.
We got to get our supplies in for our Christmas pizza.
Perfect.
30 years we've been making pizza for Christmas.
Wow.
We've got a daughter that
That's
was born on New Year's Eve, on Christmas Eve, and a son that was born on New Year's Day. So we threw out that whole turkey Christmas dinner thing a long time ago.
That's a cool tradition.
You've been doing it for 30 years, Frank? Yep. You go, Frank. You go. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
And now our family's doing it too. Hello, Kara.
Hello, Kara. Bye, Kara. Happy birthday, Kara.
Oh, Kara's birthday was a long time ago. I'm going to change the audio here.
What the heck?
It's Annie's birthday. She'll be 30 this year.
30. Yeah, I'll be 30 next year too. Can't hear her. Well, folks, we're going to wrap it up today. What do you say?
She was just saying that she's just ordered you a present, Larry.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't say anything. Never mind. I'll get to you later, Frank. I don't trust you. You're a mole, Frank. You're a mole. Uh-huh. Okay.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. We're going to talk to you later right here.